Hey, planner babes. This is Brittany of Planning with Brit. And if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. And for all of my planner babes that are oldies, welcome back. So today it is May 1st and it is the start of a new month, the start of a new quarter. I am super excited, you guys. This video today is going to be a flip through of my whole entire month of April. And I'm going to quickly go over some cute things that I got from one of my lovely fountain pen friends in the group Rightfully Scribe that I am in on Instagram. So we're just going to hop right into this. I'm going to go over the goodies that I got first really fast. So like I said, you guys know I am a part of a group called Rightfully Scribe. It's a group of wonderful ladies that are into the fountain pens, into fountain inks. A good amount of them have been in the fountain pen community for quite some time, and they are very well known. So you guys typically know every month we do a challenge and we post it on Instagram and we tag each other in the post to basically get our accounts and stuff out there, to get our following and things up. So we did not do a challenge for April, but for May, we had all came into agreements to swap inks with each other, and whoever you pick, you guys swap the inks, and those are the inks that you use for the month of May. So one of my fountain pen friends, she actually lives not too far from me. She lives about, I say, a good 45 minutes away, but her name is Hashaya. So me and her did an ink swap. I sent her 3 inks, but I told her she only had to use 2 of them for the month of May. I just sent the extra one as a courtesy, and I sent her a bunch of stickers and some other little small planner related items. And she sent me a package back, and I have 3 inks, and I have a pretty, this is a Zebra Sarosa clip pen, and it is a 0.5. And of course, you guys, it's pink. She said she tried to make my package as pink as possible. As you see, my packaging is pink. She sent me the pen. She sent me a sample of some pretty floral washi tape, which is so gorgeous and is trimmed with gold accents on it. So I actually cannot wait to use this. She does PR for a couple of different shops. So this one, she PRs for Vodka and Tonic Designs, which I have seen their stickers. I've never shopped with them before, but I have seen their stickers and checked out their shop, and they have really pretty stickers. So again, this is her Instagram handle, which is Planning in HD, and just a few of the stickers on there, and a 10% off code. So if I want to go shop, I do have her PR code, which is awesome. The journaling cards she sent me, I think, are really cute because on the back, they have different things on them. So this one says, let life surprise you, and it has gratitude questions on the back to fill out. This one says, the best is yet to come, and this has one for focus. And this one says, becoming the best version of me, which I like. And it has self-care on it. So I'm most definitely going to probably fill these out for the month of May. Because as you guys know, since I am getting the Rosy Life Planner subscription, you guys know from my previous video, Linda has been giving us different journaling cards every month. And it has different prompts on them. And today, since it is May 1st, I will be doing those prompts every day for the month of May. But I'll be adding these ones in as an extra incentive to myself. Because also May is also mental awareness month, mental health awareness month. So yeah, so I'm all about mental health, self-care, all of that. She also sent me this cute pen, and it is from Laurel Denise. So I guess that is the name of the shop, and this has her PR codes. But the pen is in pink, and it is so pretty, and it says need 90 pounds of paper, more pens, and stickers. So I thought that was super cute. And I love the little background that it comes on. So actually, this will be going in my planner sometime today. So I have to rearrange my pockets a little bit to get this pen on here. But I thought it was extremely pretty. So Hashaya, thank you so much for sending me this, this stuff and these goodies. And for my inks, which I'm going to talk about really quickly. And also in my package, she sent me a sample of some chamomile medley organic botanical tea, which I do have in my cup right now. It is very, very delicious. I'm an avid tea and coffee drinker, so her sending me a sample was totally awesome. And then the fountain pen ink sample she sent me, I have Diamond Tranquility, Robert Ice Oysters Blue Moon, and Jacquees Harabin 1798. This is Amethyst de L'Oreal. So I can't wait to use these. They look really, really pretty. I thought I had Diamond Tranquility as a sample, but I don't. One of the samples I've had is Diamond Party Time. So it's kind of cool to have that sample because then I'll have two of them that are kind of alike. But I'm most definitely interested in the Jacquees Harabin one. So yeah, I'm excited to be able to ink that up soon. So my currently inked for May, I will be showing that video tomorrow on Friday because I still have to ink my pens with these inks and finish setting up my pages. So back to the main thing, it's going to be my April flip through. So you guys know, again, as I said, I have been receiving the Rosy Life Planner subscription kit every month since the year has started. And that's what I typically use to set up all of my monthly and just about every week of the month. A week or two, I might end up doing wrong stickers or just some other stickers that I have, like Leelajournals. But I've been really, for the month of April, sticking with Rosy Life Planner and wrong. You guys know that I also had the wrong spring release. So I incorporated a lot of that with my subscription kit to kind of keep the flow going. So if you guys remember, I did start a new planner / journal for April for this quarter. No, was it for the quarter? No. It was just for the month. So you guys know I do Leelajournals. So in each book that I have this year, it'll be 3 months at a time in each book. So I did January through March in one. So April through June is going to be in this book. So you guys remember from my videos, I decided to use a lot of the wrong spring pet tapes to kind of kick off the spring season. So this was the main focal pages for starting my planner for April. And I have some elements of the Rosy Life Planner, like the chapter 4 stickers, the monthly stickers, the Hello April sticker, and all of the little bows and butterflies. And then I did wrong pet tapes on this. I'm trying to remember what this pet tape was. I don't remember the name of it off top, but it was part of the spring collection, which as you can see, it was so gorgeous. And I like how I put the two companies of stickers together on these pages. Then you guys know my monthly pages. It's set up where I have a kind of a decal page and then my monthly vellum page. So this was the theme for April. It was all about the lilac and lavender for April, which I thought was extremely gorgeous. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. So yeah, so that's kind of how I typically do my pages. I do a sticker page and then the monthly vellum. So I use elements from the Rosy Life Planner sticker kit. And then typically what I do, I glue my my vellum down. I do have to trim it just a little bit. It is for my planner size, which is A5 book bound, but it's about like this much extra off every month that I just have to trim to just fit through the pages. Then here was my monthly. Of course, April, my kids had spring break last month during the whole week before Easter. So the month was kind of a little wacky. Also, the first full week of April, my oldest son, he had to get his wisdom teeth removed. So that was a very fun and eventful week for me. So not too busy, but I did have a few appointments. My other kids, they had birthday parties. My twin daughters, one of their friends had a birthday party during spring break. And my youngest son, we just attended a birthday party for him last Saturday. So yeah, it really wasn't too busy for the month of April. But again, my monthly pages is set up with the Rosy Life Planner subscription kit. All the little elements, every sticker that Linda puts on our packaging, I cut and trim the excess off and I use on my pages. So I do not let one sticker go to waste, which I love that she has it that way for you to be able to do it. I love the bunny stickers that Linda did for that month. It was so, so cute. Everything was about the bunnies and the baby chicks and lavender. So I really appreciated her doing that kit that way. It was really gorgeous. So again, here is the first week. Again, Rosie Life Planner subscription stickers. So I typically do the first 2 weeks of the kit, the third week depending of something else, and then the last week I kind of do the kit again. I kind of space it out just so I can use other things. Sometimes I might do 2 weeks of the month with the kit and 2 weeks off, and then use the extra for my journaling pages. So it just depends on what's going on for the month and what type of mood I'm in. So yeah, like I said, the first week my son had his wisdom teeth removed, so he was out all week, and just a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Typically, this is how my setup looks. I know you guys are thinking, oh my God, that's a lot. It's not. My stuff is very, very repetitive. Anything from the morning and in the evening, it's repetitive because it's just me writing down my kids' normal schedules, the time we wake up, drop off time. Then the afternoon is pickups. My youngest son has therapies every day in home, 5 days a week because he is autistic. My twin girls are in Taekwondo. My oldest son was in track, so his track schedule is normally on here, whatever. They have different track meets. So it does look a lot, but it's really not. And I just put whatever I do in the middle of the day, like my grocery shopping days, my cleaning days, my laundry days, days that I do cook dinner, and me and my husband, we rotate cooking. So we do different meal preps. So yeah, it just looks a lot and chaotic, but it's really not. My schedule is really repetitive, but it does, again, for us planner babes, it helps to keep everything in order and organized and aligned. So it's better for me to see it on paper because every time I put stuff in my phone, I don't never look back at it. It just goes to waste on the phone. So that was the first week. My journaling pages. I did do March 31st starting because I just wanted it to be that way since that was the start of the week and it was Monday. So typically I would have did the last day of March in the old planner, but I didn't. I just did it here so that way I knew it started on Monday and it flowed. But you guys know that I always switch up, and my journaling pages, I typically use all my fountain pens and my inks that I do post on Instagram. So these stickers, what were these? Oh, these are from golly, I can't even get my words together today. Paper Boutique, who is formerly Divine Designs. That is Leah's shop. You know, I PR for her. So I decided, because she sent out our PR package and we was promoting her, starting her new shop and rebranding, I started a few pages out with her stickers. And my days up here are also from the Rosie Life Planner. So Linda gives us one of the sheets where, I'm trying to see if I can find one just to show you guys. I can't find one on hand, but she gives us 7 different days of the weeks. And then we also get the functional stickers where it's the numbers. We actually have me getting 2 sets of those. And then we get the days of the week like this. So I typically use these in my journaling pages. And then I have a April 04 sticker here, so I knew where the start of April was for my journaling. Rosie Life Planner, and this sticker, I do not remember where it's from. I think this is Coffee Monster Co. I had this sticker for a long, long time. It was given to me in like some stuff that somebody gave to me. So I just did random random pages in my journal. The strip right here is from the Rosie Life Planner. She gives us a strip of vellum around the kit. So that was the strip. This is part of the A4 vellums that we get in our kits. Journaling pages, as always. I did a whole bunch of wrong pet tapes. These pages, I purchased Leelajournals new washi, her new die cut washi, and some regular washi tape that she came out with towards the end of March. So I decided to do decal sticker display pages on these pages. And I had also got a new fountain pen for the month of April, which was the Banu Talisman, the Sakura Cherry Blossom pen. So I inked it up and then just did it on this page. So just go with it. More journaling pages. As you see, you guys know I love to journal. It's very therapeutic for me. I journal just about every day. I may miss 1 or 2, at least 4 days out the month, but I journal every day. It's very therapeutic for me. It's something I enjoy doing, to put in my feelings and everything on paper. And some days it's not feelings. It's just if something happened with the kids or something, events that they do, I do put all of that down. So, and I've gotten videos to request setting up my pages, which I did post a video a few days ago of me setting up some journaling pages for the month of May. So hopefully you guys can go back and see that. These pages right here was well requested for people to see because, again, I use Leelajournals washi tape and some the Party Times pet tapes. So everybody thinks these are like 1 or 2 stickers. No, this is a plethora of stickers being put down. So my pages take me a great deal to put together. I put a lot of thought and time into them. So, which is why I will be filming more of my journaling pages. Setup is just, I'm trying to figure out a way to do it and not make the video be so long and drastic, but I do know it's going to be a little long. So, but yeah, I did get a lot of praise on these 2 pages. Everybody loved them. Here we go with some more Leelajournals and Wrong pet tapes. So this was the 2nd week of April. I had decided to not use my Rosy Life Planner kit, but use some Wrong pet tape and the Leelajournals die cut washi tape at the top. Again, like I said, for the Rosy Life Planner, Linda gives us all the days of the week. So I do the days of the weeks that way on my weekly pages. Again, lovely springtime stickers from Wrong. You guys know she is awesome with the artwork and the pet tapes. So these were my absolute favorite for the month of April. It was just really pretty. It was breathtaking to me, and I loved how she did it. So that's how I did the page for the weekly for that week. Again, more of paper boutique stickers that for me promoting the new shop site before Easter had happened. So we was pushing that really big, me and the other PR girls. Again, more of those. And of course, yes, I do different theme colors. I try to match my inks with my stickers. So this was the week of Easter, which was the 14th through the 20th. I typically write with black ink, but for this week, I use fountain pen ink to match the stickers. So this week, I did do the Rosy Life Planner sticker kit. And like I said, you guys, Linda was all about the bunnies. I thought they were super freaking adorable. I even had a little bunny up here for the little, so I knew that it was Easter and I wrote it up there. But yes, I made sure I did the bunnies. They got like holding little baby chicks in a basket. I thought they were super cute. So everything for this week was all of the Rosy Life Planner sticker kit. And I just went and added an April 04 just because, just to make my pages look really nice. But yes, it came out so beautiful and I loved it. This week, I didn't do too much with the kids. I did take them to the Science Center the end of the week. Like I said, my daughters had a birthday party they went to. My sister was actually supposed to come and visit for spring break, but right like the day before she was supposed to fly out, she lives in California, one of my sisters. But she lives in California and her job needed her, so she wasn't able to fly out. So we have now set up for her to come out the middle of June, literally the week after my kids get out of school. So I think my kids' last day is like June 13th. She's supposed to come the following week. So fingers crossed that she comes. Hopefully we can have her for the whole entire week versus half since she missed out on their spring break. More of Wrong stickers. So yes, as you see, Wrong really did phenomenal with the spring stickers. She had a set of pet tape that had all of like the pretty like animals and stuff. So it was bunnies, baby chicks, bears and squirrels and like baby deers. It was really pretty. So that's kind of how I set it up. As you can see, it was really lovely. I love the stickers. So I was just blasting it all the month of April. Again, as usual, Wrong pet tapes. Let's see. Oh, so like I said, I did take my kids to the Science Center. So these were some of the pictures. I went with some of my mom friends from my girls' Taekwondo class. They're lovely friends, and we kind of do everything together whenever we're doing events. So we all went, and I took my youngest with me, of course. We had a ball. It was not my girl's first time going to the Science Center. They actually went on a field trip like a month ago down there. But my youngest has never been. So he was super excited. Like, they had a dinosaur exhibit. He was all about that. They had on the second floor, they had a big kids area that was of like different water and sensory play. There we go. So, and again, because he's autistic, he really enjoyed it. He had a ball. He had a really, really good time. We was there from the time they opened at 10 o'clock till about 1:32. And they also do the IMAX documentary. So I purchased tickets extra for us to see one of the IMAX documentaries, and it was Secrets of the Sea. My kids did good. My one twin daughter, I don't know. I think she was just a little tired. So she just kept like crying. I'm not sure why. And then my youngest, he never has been in a movie theater ever. So I think it was just really overwhelming for him. And because it's 3D, you have to wear the 3D glasses. So he was crying off and on, but he did calm down and settle down. But I know after that, we was like, he was done. So I just was like, I had to cut the day short, and I couldn't stay for the rest of the day. But it's fine. My kids had a great time outside of all of that. So yeah, like I said, I don't know why my twin daughter was crying. I have no clue. I think she just wanted attention from one of our other mom friends who she loves so dearly. And she sat with her. I expected my son to be a little overwhelmed by it, because it was a lot, big screen, a lot of loud noise with with the theater and stuff. But it was a great documentary overall. We actually did learn a few things about the sea life and all of that. But it was fun, and we did have a really, really great time. Randomly, I would do reflection pages. So that week, I didn't have the day, but I did just put an April sticker there. But during that week, I did like a reflection that week, because I'm trying to think, why did I do a reflection page? Oh, I did a reflection page because of the fact that it's just been a lot of things going on with my in-laws, which my husband's side of the family, with his immediate family. I'm not going to go into too much details, but it's my in-laws. They are older than my mom and my dad and my stepdad and stepmother, because my mom and dad are divorced. But they're older than my parents, but they have a lot of health issues, and it's just been a lot going on. And then my sister-in-law had a stroke in March. So me and my husband have been like her point of contacts and emergency contacts with her job and the hospital and the rehab center. So it's just been a lot going on. So I don't know how I keep my sanity some days, but the week of spring break, it was just so much going on. And I know I've said it in one of my other videos, probably a few of my videos. You guys know, outside of my youngest being autistic, my husband also has MS. So my husband is our provider. He works. I don't work. And my husband is very good at his job. He does well with his job. His job is phenomenal. But my husband ended up having a relapse during spring break. So even though that was kind of one of the reasons why I didn't do too many outside activities with the kids, outside of taking them outside, riding their bikes and playing and stuff like that, because my husband had a relapse and he was still needing to go into work 1 or 2 days, because he's a project manager. So he still had to literally go to a site. He could not get out of it. It was a new project that was given to him. So he needed to go get things situated and get his techs and stuff together. But, my husband's health is very important to me, as it should be, because he's my husband. But I feel as though when things get overwhelming for him, I try not to step on his toes and step in unless if I 100% feel like it's doing him more harm than good. And that's kind of what the week of spring break was for him. It seems like a lot of stuff was doing him wrong than good. And I kind of just had to put my foot down a little bit. So he was on like medications. We had a nurse come out, and he got his medicine administered via IV for a few days. So like, she had to show me how to do everything. We showed my oldest son how to do it, because my oldest son is about to be a senior in high school, and he wants to go to school to be a nurse. So he does these things in his medical classes in school. So we teaching him how to help my husband administer the medicine for the few days that he was on it. There is no cure for MS, but when some people, it just depends on who the person is. When you do have an MS relapse, there is medications that can help kind of balance you, especially if you're having like various different symptoms. So that's kind of what it was. And my husband needed to just be balanced, get some rest, um, to help with like his dizziness and things of that nature. So again, I try not to go into too much detail, but I'm also big on educating people that don't know, because that's just what I do. So yeah, it wasn't a rough week, but I needed to just set up a page just outside of my regular journaling pages of reflections, and then being thankful and showing some gratitude towards things. And it really did help and put some things in perspective for me. So there, that's that. um, so again, the weekend of Easter, I did use stickers from the Rosy Life Planner, as you see. Very, very pretty. Really pretty lilac. And the foiling was silver on all of the stickers. The week after, still Rosy Life Planner, but as I've said in some of my other videos, Linda gives us A4 size vellums if you have the middle and top tier kit. So I originally get the middle kit, which is, I think it's called like the Blossom kit. So I get two A4 size vellums. So I can show you real fast how big they are. This is the one for May. So that's how big, oops, I hit the tripod. That's how big the A4 size vellum are, and you can cut them down. Again, the monthly vellum I get is A5. So your monthly vellums are geared to whatever planner size you choose. So if you have a HP Classic, you will get your monthly. And if you have the deluxe kit, you get 3 extra vellum sheets for your planner size. But she always does bigger vellum sheets. So the mid kit gets 2, and then the deluxe kit gets 3. So I get 2. So one is normally typically of a scene, and then one is like this. Did I cut up? Okay, so I'll just show you partially what the scene one looks like. I've already cut up some for May, but it has like different scenic parts on it. But I typically cut them out and use them in my planner. Same as this. I will normally cut half and use for a dashboard, and use the other half to kind of tear off and use on my other pages. So that's how the A4 size vellum looks. So for April, I took part of it and I cut out part of whatever this floral scene was, and did it that way. And then I cut out another piece here and I put it in the corner, and then I just used some extra stickers that I had left. So very simple, but extremely pretty and cute and different. Again, like I said, more of the vellum I cut out and glued on my journaling pages, cut some other pieces out and glued down on those. More of Paper Boutique stickers and Leah's, not Leah, these are Leah stickers, sorry. This is already from Leelajournals, her die cut washi that I had bought. These 2 pages, more of the Rosy Life Planner. Again, here's another piece of vellum that I cut, and I did it in the middle across the 2 pages, which it actually came out very pretty. When I cut it, at first I didn't like how I cut it. And then I did take a few of the little stickers off the kit and just put them randomly around the die cut vellum piece. So it came out very beautiful. I really do like it. It's something different for me. Each month I play around with the vellum sheets because I typically don't cut vellum and use them like this. But it has been very fun to be able to do. And Linda gives us the inspiration. She does it in her planners and journals too when she sets them up every month. So she shows us how she uses the kit in her planner and her journals. So it's been fun, and I love it. She does a phenomenal job of that. What happened on the 26th that my son has a picture? Oh, again, my son went to a birthday party from one of his classmates. He is in kindergarten. And yes, I know I talk about him being autistic, but he is verbal. He talks. He's smart as a whip. He's so lovely. He's so sweet. But I posted this picture because my son, with his sensory issues, he doesn't like people touching him. Like, I am the only person that can touch him, and I'm not being funny when I say that. He won't even let dad do a lot of things. I am the default parent for my son. And for those that have other children, understand what the default parent means. For those who don't understand what that means, I am my son's go-to for everything. My son will only let me help him do a lot of stuff. He wants to only lay with me. We're still having feeding issues with him. Like, it took for me to have to push to get him to feed himself some months ago. He's been in feeding therapies, but like nobody else can touch his food. He will let his older brother do it. If me and my husband go out and my older son is babysitting them, he'll go ahead and let his older brother do it. But like if we're all home, nobody else can touch his stuff. It's just crazy. It's stressful, but it's crazy. But again, he doesn't let people touch him. And at the birthday party, they had face painting. My son has never gotten his face painted ever. And we've been to different events where they do face painting for kids. His sisters get face painted. Dad got his face painted. And we'd be like, oh, you want to get your face painted? He's like, no, I don't want nobody touching me. Well, we was at the party and all his friends was like, Jojo, we're going to get our face painted. And he was like, Mommy, I'm going to get a T-Rex. And it's funny because his outfit he had on had T-Rex on and dinosaurs on his shorts. And I was like, you're going to get your face painted? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I was like, let's go. And he stood in line. He was very patient. And when it was his turn, he got up in the chair. He's like, he's all happy. And he tells the lady what he wants. And she shows him how she's going to do it. And he's all game. And when she first starts, he kind of is in the chair. And he's like, he doesn't know what to do. And then he kind of starts to laugh a little bit because I guess the bristles from the brush are tickling his face. But then when she gets like near his eye, he kind of started to freak out. So I did have to go and hold his hands and kind of just be like, come on, baby, you got to be still. You want your face to look like a dinosaur, you know, trying to coach him through it. And I'm very proud of my son because that is a big milestone for him. I know everybody's like, it's just face painting. But when you have a child that's on a spectrum, and especially with their sensory needs, like I said, my child lets nobody touch his face. Like nothing. Like we can go to the doctors and he's just getting a regular checkup and my son will have a holy meltdown. Like it's crazy. He did very, very well. He squirmed a little bit in the seat from time to time. He only started to whine for like less than 5 seconds. And I think that was when she got right here on that side of his face because he has allergies extremely bad. And the left side of his face, he's been breaking out in hives. And it was just starting to clear up. You can't really see it. I can see it looking at it, but on camera, you guys can't. So I think his face was just itching right there a little bit. And I think he wanted to scratch, but we were trying to tell him don't. But he did it really good. So I'm proud of him. So that's why that picture is in there to remind me that, you know, my baby can overcome a whole lot. And I know he's going to be great throughout the years to come. And I always do these kind of pictures for certain events for him because once he comes over that milestone, it's like, okay, now you can do the next thing. So I was very proud of him. We were very proud of him. We're happy. And he got his face painted like a dinosaur. So, you know, what little boy doesn't want his face painted like a dinosaur? So there you go. And that's the 27th. This goes into May. I can show you the journaling pages for the end of April. So you guys know I just did a video and set these pages up on camera. So that was Monday. This was Tuesday. And this was Wednesday. So that's how I have it set up. And I did use a new ink yesterday. If you guys remember from my video from a few days ago, I got some fountain pen inks from First World Press. I did ink up what did I ink up? What pen did I use? It was this one, my Diamond 580 in Iris. It's a medium nib. This is the ink color. So I know you guys can see the shimmer. So this has a new ink, which is Moonbeam Meadows. It is a lilac ink with green pink shimmer and high shading. So this came out a few weeks ago. This is not one of the newer inks. This came out in the last release. One of the new inks I do have did just come out, which was Whispers of Twilight. I do have that, but it's not in a pen yet. But I wanted to use Moonbeam Meadows because I like lilac. I like the shades of purple. So I inked this up the other day and I did write with it last night for the first time. And it's really pretty. It's not as light as I thought it was going to be. Like, what's the one? Like Purple Jade Rabbit. but it's darker than that, but not as purple. So I decided to use it for the first time last night. It came out beautifully. I love it. So there we go. So that is my April flip through in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am extremely happy with how the month of April came out. I'm excited to see how May is going to be and be all put together. It seems like May is going to be a short month for me because, let's see, everybody's kids should be out for Memorial Day. That Thursday and Friday before Memorial Day, my youngest won't have school those 2 days. Pre-K and kindergarten where I'm at, they don't have school, I guess, because they're prepping for the end of the year. And then after next week, you guys, your girl is going away for Mother's Day. I am super, super happy. I can't wait. I've never gone away for Mother's Day. I typically do stuff. I might go to like an event or I'm normally home, but I'm actually like leaving the state and going away for a few days, kid free, husband free. My mom invited me to go with her to Atlantic City. So I am super, super happy. So it's a mother and daughter trip. I cannot wait. So you guys will actually be getting another video tomorrow of my next week's set out. And then I've already started prepping for the week after Mother's Day because I won't be back until that Wednesday. So I'm most definitely going to be on the point with the videos the next like 2 to 3 weeks. Like I already have my stuff set up to just start putting together and start filming. So you guys are going to get to see that on time. It will not be late. Everything, I already have it all planned out and situated. But yes. But again, thank you guys for being here and watching my video. Again, if you are new here, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video. Go check out some of the other videos that I've been doing. I typically do 1 to 2 videos a week, sometimes maybe 3 if I'm getting Happy Mail in. Also, if you are not following me on Instagram, you guys follow your girl. Brittany underscores loves, that's LUVS underscores pink, hence everything around me. It's all about the color pink. Even my wedding ring is pink, you guys. Isn't that real? You guys know I'm a Hello Kitty fanatic, as you guys have seen via some of my Instagram posts. So yes, make sure you guys go follow me. I do all of my planner and fountain pen and journaling content on Instagram. So that's why I said, if you are not following me on Instagram, please, please, please make sure you go follow me. Send me a message over there. If you have any comments and want to ask anything about my planner, what items I use, you know, if you just need some inspiration on how to just get started, if you're new here, whether it's planning or fountain pens and inks, please, please do not be afraid to comment on the video down below or send me a private message over on Instagram. I will be willing to share any and everything with you guys and how to get started or get you motivated to get back to doing what we all love to do. Again, I will have a video up tomorrow of my planning for next week. I will do it on camera for you guys so you guys can see what I'm going to be using. But yes, I hope everyone has a very wonderful Thursday. Happy May 1st. Happy May. We're going to come in with May with all love and happiness this month. And I just want everybody to have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow on my next video. But until next time, bye, Planner Babes.